Chairman. Taoiseach, my first question is around the issue of an EU financial support package. What conversations have you had with the Commission, with the EU, as to what can be provided in terms of amounts, in what manner to be provided, when it might be made available to us, and what criteria we might have to meet in order to get access to those funds? Taoiseach, I'm concerned that I appreciate the position before Christmas was that we were not at a place where we were going to ask for that help just yet. My concern is that we're waiting until we reach that cliff edge and possibly go off it before we ask for that help. I think that it's reasonable, and I think it's imperative actually, that we have a specific fund in place ready to go if and when we need it. And in my view, Taoiseach, I think it's inevitable that regardless of what type of Brexit we get, be it an orderly Brexit or a hard Brexit, even if we have a deal in place and a trading arrangement in place, we're still going to need supports for our industry here. We're still going to need additional infrastructure because of Brexit, and we need to know what financial package we can actually lay our hands on. I don't think it's sufficient. I don't think it's adequate to say we have to wait and see what happens. My concern, even in the immediate impact of a no-deal Brexit, for example, and we have a drop in the value of sterling, we perhaps have blockages or a difficulty to pass through the land bridge. They are two immediate impacts that we will face the very next day. So we can't afford to have 2, 3, 4 weeks where we're scrambling around looking for a solution. Taoiseach, my second question is around infrastructure. I'm not satisfied with the responses that we've gotten to date as to what exactly will be in place at Dublin Port, at Rosslare and Dublin Airport. When I was asking the question around was planning permission required in order to build certain infrastructure in time for the end of March, the response I received was no. That doesn't make sense, Taoiseach. If you have to build on land, you need planning permission. So just if you could flesh that out, provide a little bit more detail as to how that is the case. And Taoiseach, in terms of the backstop and the conversation that was recorded between yourself and Minister Ross, can you please provide an explanation to this House as to what that was all about? You thought it was a private conversation, so one assumes that you were both speaking truthfully and openly and honestly with another Cabinet colleague. Can you explain what you said to Minister Ross, why you said it, and confirm to this House, I know that I've asked you directly, has any contingency planning been done by government for a border on this island? Any planning whatsoever? Just confirm to this House.